All right, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good whatever. I'm just happy to see all of you today. My name is Kev Nastix. We're here for another randomizer league, Super Metroid Item Randomizer League. We have week 4, which is a co-op, full randomizer, boss shuffle. So the bosses are randomized, and we have info sharing between the teams. With me is a man who needs little to no introduction. We have Junie June, the master of the troll seed, on the mic with me today. And I don't know about you, Junie, but I'm looking for some really great action here between FrencHForCe, good friends of mine, and Shaktool's Nightmare, which I believe is your team.
That is my team. Yeah, I'm excited too. I think this is going to be a really good matchup. All these players, veterans to the game, all like high 40, low 50 runners. Pixel kind of stands out to me because he's been really crushing the vanilla game, but doesn't have a lot of rando experience. So he's kind of got this interesting spot in the mix.
I would actually agree with that with Pixel Perfect. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that Pixel Perfect was not a sub 50 runner, and I feel like he's going for like a 46 or a 45 or some like ridiculous time right now.
Yeah,
so
he has a
improving
low
in the
46.
game. Wow, improving on the game really, really fast. Iron Rusty is a veteran of randomizers for pretty much not just vanilla Super Metroid, but randomizers and hacks, and just a very well-rounded Super Metroid player as it is. Magoo has been around forever, and so has Diddy as well. Diddy's one of the admins, and Diddy was one of my fellow randomizer players who made the playoffs in the last summer's randomizer league. So we have a wealth of experience across a variety of Super Metroid gaming between all these runners. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do, especially with the whole do you want to explain how the info share is going to work so that chat is abreast?
Yeah, for sure. So what we've got here is we have full rando on the vanilla map, but with boss shuffle. And what they're doing is, so Rusty and Pixel on one side, and then Magoo and Diddy on the other side will be sharing information. So they do need to check all the items to find everything, but they'll probably kind of deviate paths a little bit so they can tell each other where everything is at.
I think that's really cool. You know, you kind of can get an idea. I mean, it's, as far as I know, that it's info share, so they're both playing the same seed. So I don't know how you would approach it. I almost think I would approach it as like, let's say I'm Magoo and I'm Diddy. I'm going to be like, yo, I'm going up at Red Tower. You want to go down at Red Tower? And then just like, oh, come on back here. This is where this item is.
Yeah,
or go
exactly.
check that out.
Exactly.
I think it's a really interesting spin, which is different than the multi-world we had, where the runners had different seeds and they were looking for each other's items.
For sure. And even as early as where they're at right now, if they find power bombs, one person can go up to Billy Mays, the other person can go do a meme route, and kind of split up that way. So there's a lot of opportunity to divide and conquer.
I mean, I'm already excited, Junie. We got grapple beam in the ceiling. We also got speed booster. So when I see, oh, look at Diddy with that swag spark for absolutely no reason. Maybe just could have done the D-boost, but maybe messed it up. I didn't happen to see that. But
swag is plenty of reason for me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I think it's kind of cool. So I want to see something a little nuts right here. We got speed booster as a major. We got grapple beam as a major. So as Ledoffice points out, absolutely free access and direct ship amongst other places. But I want to see like no bombs and power bombs for a while. I want to see these runners have to use speed booster to go left and then just get super trolled for like 45 minutes.
Boy, if ever there were a commentary curse.
I mean, I spent the entire first week talking about suitless, and almost every seed I commentated on had suitless everything. So, I'm going to kind of roll with that, and I'm looking for a hike to find explosives so that we can get just something generally fun. Diddy going for another swag spark. Like, look at the class. Oh, decided not to do it. Maybe wanted some energy, but I was hoping for it.
Yeah, so let's see what they find. I kind of agree with you. I would love to see something challenging. And have you played any of these seeds yet? These settings?
I haven't, and it's because I'm currently injured right now. That's why I wasn't participating.
Sorry, yeah.
No, that's okay. But I have watched. I've heard a little bit about it. I'm still keeping in touch with my teammates, the team that I was going to be on, the Lone Rangers. So I'm like kind of following their progress through this, and supporting them and all that. So nice job, Speed Booster. Nice. I'm sorry, Pixel Perfect did a really nice short charge there. It's pretty easy short charge. So I haven't done any of these seeds yet, so I don't even know, like, if the logic wasn't sitting there right on the front, like, I would have no idea what we're doing today. So
well, the ones that I've played, they seem to be all over the place. I've played a few that have been really fast. I played some with Pixel so that you get a little bit more experience. And we finished one in under an hour. Both of us were done. I think I finished in like 46 and he was in just over 50 minutes. And then there was another one we played where we didn't even finish it. It was just so trolly, and we were 2 hours in and didn't have the things we needed. So they kind of, it could be anything.
yeah, so chat asking like when item and health will be shared. So that's in a multi-troid format, which we are not using for this league. This is just basically our runners are playing the same seed, and it's info share only. So they're not going to be sharing items. They're not going to be sharing energy or anything like that. As cool as that is, this is kind of a different format, and it's just simply like, hey, I'm over here. I found this. You might want to come get this. And, so they're going to kind of help each other beat the seeds as quickly as they can. And I got to tell you, Junie, I have actually never played a randomizer this way. I've only ever done multi-Troid or multi-world, but it is a little reminiscent to me of, if you remember last league when we did Route Rando,
yeah,
and we did the info share for Route Rando. I thought that was really interesting. So I think it's going to be cool to see how that factors in to like a vanilla map, kind of scenario.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they're getting funneled into one direction here. There's really no place else they can go than where everybody is at right now. So
yeah, I think we're going to see the traditional route deviation that we're used to, quite possibly with Red Tower. However, without explosives, do we really want to go up, Red Tower?
Yeah, I think it's worthwhile. And, everybody has a different philosophy on this, but since there are two people that are going to be sharing the information, I think it's worthwhile for one of them to go up, even if it means they may potentially have to go around the whole loop again if they don't end up finding power bombs up there. And look at that, we have Charge Beam in Big Pink. So they won't have to do a whole lot of ammo hunting.
Yeah, then it just kind of becomes of what's more comfortable for you as a runner. How comfortable are you with low ammunition fights like Ridley fights and Mother Brain fights? There's no guarantee you're going to find a good beam, so the runners will still most likely pick up as many supers as they can find. And at this point, with no power bombs, no bombs, I would imagine that we're going to check hell a lot of miners. And I like this play from Pixel right now. Looks like Pixel's going to go for the Spore Spawn play.
Interestingly, Rusty, they're both going up there.
I don't know if I would both. Okay, so it looks like Rusty's Pixel is going to go down. Maybe they called an audible there. I like
miscommunication.
Yeah, right. I like one runner doing it. I agree with Carito. Probably should save first, but Rusty has just kind of gone after it. So,
he didn't save.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he did save. Did he happen to save at the ship when he was up top? I don't think so.
I don't know, but he could soft lock down here.
Yeah, because he's got supers. Here. So, but once you go down, you can't go back.
Yeah, there's a really, really gross speedball that you can do to get out, but that is hard.
I'm not doing that. That's basically why I said it's impossible. Like, so maybe 5 other people can do that,
I did it once with save states, but even that took me, I don't know, probably close to an hour to finally get it.
So, but honestly, if Rusty does end up in a soft lock situation here, even though I kind of like this play, it's not going to take him long. Like, he could find grapple beam and get speed and then just kind of decide that he's going to, end up going up to wreck ship instead. I don't know.
That's true. It
could cost a little bit of time, but how much, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, he would be sacrificing charge beam.
Maybe he just realized he didn't save now, and he's going to super out of here and go take a save.
Interesting. Yeah.
I mean, not a bad idea. He might have just been like, might have just realized the potential soft lock situation there. You got to kill the other key hunter there, Rusty.
Probably just waking up.
Losing a bit of time, but not as much as a soft lock would have set him back. So
yeah, although I don't know, I kind of like that.
Wait, that he's not even gonna bother to check the item. Maybe he just
maybe he just wanted to kill Spore Spawn. I mean, I can get behind that.
I mean, it's not Shaktool, but it almost is fun to kill.
Right. I mean, it's a game where you have a gun and shoot things, so you might as well kill him.
Actually, you know what? Derp's saying he's going back for the elevator save. I wonder if it wouldn't be a bad idea to, like, I don't know, take this save and then go to Spore Spawn. I have no idea.
Yeah,
maybe Rusty
like
forgot there was a save over there.
A lot of running back and forth.
Yeah, how do you feel as a teammate watching this happen right now? Like, are you like dying inside?
Well, meanwhile, on the other side, both players are in the same place. Yeah, so if Rusty finds something up at Spo, that could be a huge advantage. Or if he goes up from there.
I kind of would have liked like a deviation of like an up at Red Tower. But maybe they wanted to see what major was here, and I could see like possibly, Magoo going over to Bubble Mountain and Diddy maybe making a play to ice with a save and then possibly going up after that.
Yep. Yeah.
But with Boss Rando, we still haven't seen who's at Crate either. So it's not a bad idea for one of them to go and try to check Norfair or something like that, and then the other runner trying to go Crate. I don't know why Magoo. Maybe Magoo's going to do a Croc play right now.
That's what it looks like to me.
Like Diddy always bets on Croc, and with Charge Beam, Croc's in logic. So, no explosives for Crate. Thanks, Baja. I kind of like this. I kind of like this Croc play right now. You have Charge Beam, so it's in logic.
Yep. And there's the power bombs.
Oh no! God, imagine if that's your.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I hope that's not the only logical pack, but this could possibly set Diddy and Magoo like really far back.
Yeah, you never know with these. They might find another powerbomb pack, but if, like you say, if that's the only one.
Yeah, do we have VAR like is the randomizer is this the kind of randomizer that kind of likes to do that? This isn't Totals logic, right? This is Varia.
This is Varia, yeah. And again,
so
it can go either way.
Still, really big heads-up play for Rusty right there. Like that right there, I mean, that could have been a really bad situation. He had Sage and he kind of ran around a little bit, but that running around, I mean, is just saving a lot of time, being that could be the only available pack of explosives for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, we have a reserve tank down at Croc, and Diddy is following Magoo down to Croc.
I don't understand why with info share they're going to the same places. I mean, maybe there's I don't know.
Oh, Pixel. I didn't see what happened to Pixel.
Rusty I have no idea, but Rusty made me nervous in that side hopper room with so little health and no suits right there.
Yeah, those hoppers do 80 damage if you're suitless. And the spikes do 60. This is a dangerous room. You have to be real.
Yeah, not a very healthy seed right now. So did Pixel do a hell run and get killed there? Maybe that's what it was, because I didn't happen to notice either.
Yeah, that could be.
Oh, Wave Beam was at ice. That's what he did. He got Wave Beam at ice and didn't make it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I remember seeing Wave Beam.
Now, I feel like if I'm, it makes sense to do these checks, but I'd be kind of beelining up to get those power bombs, I think, at this point.
But I think it's, I like Rusty. If I'm Rusty right now, I'm definitely trying to full clear this area. Look at that, more power bombs. So power bombs open up more power bombs. Now, Rusty has to be careful. If he's smart, he'll try to do a little, like, morph off of the grapple hook, and then, try to shoot the door down and hopefully get hit by one of the small hoppers here. Just like that. Well done. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. That big hopper is a one-hit KO. So Rusty's going to have to be a little bit careful. Nice. We got a space jump pickup, so that's not bad. But if I'm Rusty, I'm going to be farming some health, and I'm not going, he's going to Edicoons. I might want to check Waterway first. I don't know. I think this is as good a play as checking Waterway.
Yeah, I kind of agree though. Like he was already over there.
Well, he's going to have to come back unless he wants to go to wreck ship from here. So
That's what
actually, you know what? I might have done waterway, then gone to wreck ship, and then have Pixel Perfect. Check out like why isn't Pixel could do? Well, Pixel needs to get power bombs, so he'd
Yeah.
have to go all the way back to Spore Spawn. So maybe Pixel's just getting information right now for Rusty.
Yeah, I think it makes sense to get the information, but yeah, waterway to Edecoons and then up, I think is what I would do. But I'm sure that they have a plan.
Yeah, and to be honest, that wave beam kind of hints a little bit to Croc, anyways. As far
Yeah.
as like I know gate glitches are in logic, but anytime I get wave beam, like I kind of feel like that's that sends you past the gate pretty easy. We have charge beam, so space jump could be something that we're going to need at some point later. I mean, that's a good item to pick up down there. I'm kind of hoping like it's looking like Diddy and Magoo are going to have to go either back to Brinstar or they're going to have to go up at Red Tower to find power bombs. All the power bombs are just popping out in Brinstar right now. Spore Spawn
Yeah.
being like just the smart play.
Power bomb locked.
I'm feeling like
Classic.
I mean, if there's nothing like if Criteria PBs doesn't have it, well, they can't even get in there. So if
They would have to be top of Red Tower.
Soft lock, go to the top of Red Tower. That's really it. That's the only places it could be.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like how long is it going to take Diddy and Magoo to notice what they have to do? Meanwhile, Rusty is getting a lot of information. Pixel's getting a lot of information, but Pixel has to go all the way back to Spore Spawn.
Yep.
Because he's going to need PBs also. So everybody's going to have to fight Spore Spawn, most likely, unless let's say Magoo finds maybe there's a power bomb pack here. I don't know. No power bomb pack, so is going to have to go up.
Isn't that perfect though? A forced Spo seed. Who doesn't love that?
You gotta love it. As a matter of fact, I can't remember who. My very first race in the randomizer tournament was against Yuzuriha, and we had a forced Spore Spawn fight. So
beautiful.
I haven't had a lot of seeds with a forced Spo fight, but it can happen from time to time, and you're always kind of beating yourself up. Like as a matter of fact, the race that I had with Glove. We ended up having to go to Upper Norfair to get our bombs to go to Spore Spawn to get our first logical power bomb pack.
Wow.
So Spore Spawn can be OP.
You know what Magoo could have done as well? He could have gone in and checked Cathedral. That could be power bombs. It's hard without much health, but that could have. If there's power bombs there, that could save them the trip of going all the way back up to Spo from here.
Yeah, it could, but I don't know how they would be able to get it and survive. They would need Varia's suit, I would imagine.
It'd be very tight.
Yeah. And Lenofficer said that Gauntlet Spark could be done. Yeah, it could be, but it is not in logic.
Yeah, and also once you go in, you can't
get out.
Get back out without really stupid.
Well, couldn't you do a really short charge and reverse Teletubby Huggy?
Yep, but then once you get through the door, there's that next set of blocks.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, so you would be banking on saving and banking on it being power bomb, so you could get out.
Right. Or screw would get you out.
Seed. I like Pixel just deciding to do the gate glitch and just saying, you know what, I'm just going to go this way.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if it's faster. If you have speed booster, it might be, but you got a lot of room you have to go through.
If you can do the short charge at the bottom, I'm pretty sure it's faster to just do it from the bottom. But it's all dependent on what you're most comfortable with individually.
Yeah. So Diddy and Magoo looking really good as far as energy is concerned comparative to our other runners. I like this play Magoo is doing right now, getting up to the Upper Norfair checks here.
Yeah, especially with the space jump. This isn't a terrible...
Going to have to move a whole lot faster. He's going to be safe. He's got a reserve, but he is cutting it a little close.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't check Cathedral, because he could, if he saved, he could just save scum that, and could be Varia, could be an E-Tank.
I think
These
Derp's
power
right.
bombs.
I think Rusty does have charge beam because he did do pink Brins, the tracker. We might want to get that on there. I'm pretty sure Rusty has charge. Thank you. Thanks for pointing that out, Derp. So where would you go from here? Like, I like Magoo's play going up to Upper Norfair. I like
Yep,
this.
this is good. I like this because he's gonna get a lot of information in there. But now Diddy's
But I
following.
don't like Diddy doing it. I want Diddy to go to X-ray. Well, he can't.
Yep,
So
X-ray.
because he doesn't have because he doesn't have.
True, yeah. But like go up Red Tower. I mean, he could go back to
I want
Brinstar.
him
He
to
could
go
fight
up Red Tower.
Spospo
Yeah,
and
or
find those
go up
power
Red-
bombs.
He might totally have forgotten. Look at Diddy. Diddy is definitely checking. He's doing what you said. There's an E-tank down there, so that's going to help him get through this area.
Yeah.
Either way, though, to be honest, they could. Let's just say for a minute, Smell and PBs are locked by Spospo. But let's just say for a hot minute that Magoo and Diddy decide to clear Upper Norfair and they don't find anything. That's going to send them, I would say it would be smart if one of them goes up Red Tower and the other one goes back to Bryn, and like hopefully they think about Spore Spawn. Like, hey, what did we leave behind? What can we actually do?
Yeah, I hope they
think
find
logical Spore Spawn though is not something a lot of runners really think about because it does not come up very often.
I hope they find power bombs in Norfair up here.
Right.
Otherwise they're gonna be so far behind.
Maybe they're not sharing info, Junie. Maybe they're just playing the same scene.
maybe they're racing each other. They thought this was a teammate race.
Yeah, it's whoever finishes first. I mean, we don't know yet, triple factorial, if it is a hard required Spospo, but it is looking like it probably is.
Here goes Rusty checking all the things he can do with his power bombs. So he's going to be gaining a ton of information that's not even accessible to FrencHForCe.
Yep. I feel like we're going to get a couple good majors down here, though. I don't know why. I feel like Wave or Reserve is going to have something good because we have a lot of available E-tanks. So it makes me feel like for some reason Hell Runs are not only in logic, but being like, I don't know if I want to say required. I don't know. I feel like with power bombs, this looks like a good play to go here. But I really like Rusty's deviation with Pixel. I feel like if you are doing info share, it doesn't make any sense for the runners to have the same route.
Right. Yeah, because if you go different directions, you're getting twice as much information. And then you, like, whoever finds the stuff can say, hey, go pick up this thing and skip everything else.
Yeah.
And that saves a lot of time.
Anyways, that's what I would do. I really, really hope that there's a power bomb here in this reserve location. I really do. Just, Ice Beam is really great. Okay.
Yeah, they're finding some good stuff.
Oh, that's right. I was like, wait, isn't that a minor? And then I'm like, oh, this is a full rando. So they are finding really good stuff. I mean, this is all stuff you need. This is all stuff you want. It's just going to be like a forced route. Oh, and there's the gravity suit. So, like...
But the thing is, like...
play was... So what I'm saying is Hell Runs were probably a thing. I don't know. Go ahead. I'll let you talk.
Absolutely. The thing is, Pixel is down there too. So Pixel is getting this information, and Rusty's getting information from Rex Ship, whereas Magoo and Diddy are just getting the information together down in Norfair.
Yeah, so all the rest of you Week 4 runners, I mean... Not to throw shade at Diddy and Magoo, but maybe use this as kind of like a little bit of a lesson, as far as what how OP like info sharing can be. We didn't see. I didn't see the boss either, Dirk. Did anybody else see the boss? I didn't even realize Rusty made it that far.
He went so fast. Didn't even see it. Blink your eye and he's through.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not tracking. I can barely keep track of the action just watching it.
Well, he's going back in, so it must have been somebody that he thinks he can beat. Or maybe he's just going back for the spring ball.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I was going to say we have a nice little loadout developing for Suitless Meridia, but then I remembered we just got the gravity suits. So
yeah.
Definitely not required. But, oh, gosh. We're running out of places, so we haven't seen Wave yet. So the last place in Norfair that power bombs could be would be at Wave Beam. He didn't check the boss? He had to have checked the boss. Or did he die?
Oh, maybe he
Did
died on the
Rusty
way.
die?
Got hit by a
Well, he
culverin or
reset
something.
after spooky missiles? Why?
He might have gotten hit by a culverin and died. I don't know. I didn't see.
We'll watch this again, and then we'll come back and do real commentary for it the second time.
Right.
When we know everything.
Yeah, everybody stay tuned. We'll do it right the second time. Promise.
At least we're going to see the boss. We got a super missile, so we are not going to find power bombs. So outside of the spore spawn check, which we believe is hard required, we do have alpha PBs that we can check. And we do have beta. Well, no, we can't check beta PBs because we don't have a PB. So we have only one more location. Gravity Suit was at Norfair Reserve. Rusty doesn't have Grav because this is not. This is only info share. It's not multi-troid.
Yeah, so Rusty knows that he's going to have to go back into Bubble Mountain, get that Grav Suit, get the Ice Beam. But he'll be able to beeline straight to both of those.
Yeah, he's going to be able to use the knowledge that Pixel gained from Norfair, and Pixel is going to have to dip out of here because he's not going to find anything to help him go any further south. So Pixel is going to have to dip out of here and probably, well, he's going to have to go fight Spore Spawn and get his PBs.
Yeah, he'll get the PBs and then go.
And then probably go. Well, we'll see. Yeah, probably go to Kraid. You know, Rusty could make a beeline for Upper North. I mean, Rusty could go and see. Actually, you know what? Rusty will probably go and check the Kraid item because Kraid's at wrecked ship, so that opens up that one check at the janitor's closet for Rusty. So if I'm Rusty, I'm going to kind of probably do X-ray on my way down, and then I'm going to go to Kraid, and then go check that closet and see what I find there.
Yeah, and then he can go straight up into Meridia as well.
True, yeah, he'll get that grab once he does his Upper Norfair Hell Runners.
He's pretty low on health too, but I'm sure they know where those tanks are. I don't know where all the tanks were, but.
So what I'm hoping that Magoo goes back to Green Bryn. No, Magoo. Oh, heckin', what are you doing? Maybe he's taking a save down here. I don't know. I'm hoping that Magoo or Diddy, one of them, I want him to go to Green Bryn and fight Spospo, and the other one, I want to go check Alpha PBs, even though it's very likely that he's going to have to go to Spore Spawn anyways. But you know, maybe gets lucky because that's the last location we can access that we haven't seen yet, and this is going to be pretty tight for Diddy getting out of here after taking a hit from that whatever you call it, Garuda.
He's got his reserves. I think he's fine.
Come on, Junie. We got to create a little drama here. You know?
He's a professional. But yeah, I agree with you. Because right now, Magoo and Diddy. Oh, have they not checked ice yet? I like this though. I like that they're deviating now and doing some different things. Because they've got to find those power bombs, and they don't have a whole lot of locations to check anymore.
I don't like Magoo. Well, he's got a reserve, but I still kind of wish Magoo farmed up a little bit before doing this check. Why wouldn't Pixel use Speedway to get back? That's a really good question, Leno. But you know as well as any of the rest of us that sometimes you just don't think. So Alpha PB, so Spore Spawn is 100% required.
There we go.
Gotta love it. And Rusty, you know, just using that experience, I'm guessing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, how many of us would have made that Spore Spawn check that fast?
Well, I think it just makes sense because, like we've been saying,
with info sharing, I don't know. You know,
without info sharing, not a chance.
Yeah, without info sharing,
I wouldn't.
Spore Spawn, like every time I've had it, it's almost been last location.
Yeah.
Who's calling out the graphics on this? This game is perfect. This is the best game ever made.
Ever.
Every part of it. These graphics are amazing. Of course, I don't see new games.
Hey, shout outs to Super Metroid, by the way. What a game.
What a game.
Deer Force.
Stove, I agree and disagree with you at the same time.
I'm glad you're looking at the chat because I'm not. I don't have the... I just took the stream and blew it up on my screen, and if I try to change anything now, things would be bad.
I mean, I was thinking about ignoring chat, but then I saw Derp in there, and I'm like, this is a cool place to hang. I want to see what they have to say.
Yeah, I'm sad that I'm not there, but it's too late for me now.
Sales do not equal good game.
Oh, I didn't see what was that X-ray. Must not have been anything useful.
Yeah, I should probably stop looking at chat and get back to the game.
Yeah, I'm not doing either. I'm not looking at
I'm
chat or the game.
gonna start a fight over here in chat. Somebody calling out Super Mario Brothers. Give me a break. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so
well, you know
anyway,
what? I'm kind of surprised that everybody's using the Samus sprite. Speaking of Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's because Kaizen Tune isn't playing.
Right. Fair enough. All right, now we see Pixel going and getting those power bombs.
Well, here's the funny thing, is that like Pixel knows he has to fight Spore Spawn. I'm hoping that's where Magoo is going, and yeah, so Magoo is going. So Magoo is kind of figuring out. Diddy looks like he's doing the whole like, okay, we got info share. He's probably going to check Moat for a power bomb.
Yeah, he's doing a short charge into Gauntlet, which could pay off.
That is true. I mean, we know it won't, but
he can't actually get to Moat without the power bombs.
I've actually seen Magoo do this in a race. I actually think Magoo did this in his race against me in the randomizer tournament, which I did not do.
It can pay off. It pays off better if you already have bombs.
I mean, Stovetop, you're cool too, and Twin Mo and pretty much everybody. It's all right. Why does Samus look more detailed in Smash Brothers? Because this is a 16-bit system, and Smash Brothers was on at least 32 bits or better at first. Anyways, back to the race. So Pixel is going to get PBs here from Spospo, and probably, I don't know, what do you think, Junie? Do you think that, I would say that Pixel would go and get more, power bombs with the absence of bombs here, and Rusty can tell him exactly where to find those.
Yeah, if he remembers where they are. I mean, they're all powerbomb locked, so
Wavegate, I think, had one.
Yeah, I would get at least one more pack. I don't think I would go farther than that.
Well, especially with Ice Beam, I still like, but honestly though, I want Crystal Flash.
Sure. Like, I mean, I would want another pack,
speed, so I guess
I would want another pack, but I wouldn't go out of my way for it. Like I would just hope to find another pack on the way.
I agree. So Diddy is probably going to beeline straight to Spospo as soon as Magoo gets this powerbomb pack. Niesland, which screen is in the lead? They're teams. So we have Iron Rusty and Pixel Perfect are on one team. Magoo and Diddy are on another team. Right now, Shaktool's Nightmare has a significant lead because Rusty got power bombs like super, super early. So this is an info sharing seed. It's a full randomizer for items. Bosses are randomized. The runners are all playing the same seed, but teammates can communicate with each other. And look at that find, Junie. We got high jump boots behind Morph. That is a sick movement find right there. On the way to, I can only assume Pixel is going to wreck ship. And I didn't happen to see it. Did Rusty check Kraid's warehouse?
I don't think he did.
I wish he did. Why? If you killed Kraid, I don't know why you wouldn't. Because, well, you're going to have to go back there and kill a boss anyways. Rusty, what are you doing? You don't need the Crystal Flash yet.
Pixel's going back to get some more power bombs. I was going to say I didn't know why he wouldn't go on to Billy Mays, because I think that would be a good play, but he's out of power bombs. He needs to get some more.
Yeah, I'll let chat help chat out and help them kind of understand things, because this is a really fascinating race. And to be honest, like, I really feel like Shaktool's Nightmare has a significant lead right now, but without knowing where Varia's suit is, like, I don't really think you can call anybody ahead.
Oh yeah,
until we're in go mode. So until somebody's in go mode.
Definitely anybody's game. Shaktool's Nightmare definitely has more information. And they'll be able to get into Meridia faster and kind of start progressing through things. But like you say, that Varia could be anywhere.
And imagine if it's at Waterway.
Yeah, well, Pixel's going there now.
If it's at Waterway, GG. I'm sorry.
Pixel and Magoo are both going there.
Well, shoot, Magoo, yeah, they're God. Suit restrictions are on. There are no suits in criteria. Come on, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, it's a missile.
Missiles.
Hey, you know what? That means Diddy does not have to check it. But Diddy, you have to fight Spore Spawn. Aren't you talking to Magoo? Tell him. I really I don't want to be hypercritical, but I'm a little confused. All right, Rusty's going to check Kraid's warehouse now. I think this is a smart check, but Rusty was probably thinking he couldn't get to Lower Norfair anyways, so probably figured, well, I'm going to have to come back up here because he already knew. Pixel told him already. So Rusty was probably just getting his Upper Norfair items and then decides that he's going to check Kraid's warehouse. So I actually do like this routing now that I think about it.
Yeah, I don't know why he's skipping these supers though. I mean, he has charge, but also only. Oh, he's gonna be picking up wave though. They know where wave is, right?
They know where wave. Yeah, they know where wave is. I still don't agree with skipping supers. I mean, that's 7 seconds right there, and the amount of damage. I don't know. I don't think I would skip it. Because you only have ice beam. And
for
supers is way much more DPS.
For me, at 45 supers, I would stop. If he knows he's getting wave. If I didn't know I was getting wave, I would keep picking him up. But
Rusty didn't save? I thought Rusty didn't save. He got lucky then that this wasn't Ridley here.
Yeah, that would have been a bad day.
I mean, honestly, if he had full energy, could potentially beat Ridley. I mean, I've seen Aussie do it. I've beaten Ridley with 4 E-tanks, but I also had a reserve.
Yeah, the reserve.
Yeah, the reserve
really helps a
matters
lot
in that circumstance. Yeah, and he doesn't have the health to grapple Dragon because without Varia suit, Rusty, be careful.
Rusty.
Without Varia suit, you're going to get hit really hard. This is maybe not smart.
No,
he wasn't even looking and he had no save. This is big, actually. I mean, he's going to go and get all this stuff really fast. It's in Bubble Mountain, or maybe it's in Upper Norfair. Okay, so it's Frog Speedway, but he does have to go all the way back, but it's not that far. Because, wait, does he have gravity suit? Tell me he still, or does he have to go all the way back and get it?
So for anybody paying attention here,
he's got to go. No, he's going back.
Yeah.
He's got to go, or is he, what are you doing, Rusty?
He's crystal flashing. So if you have Varia, that grapple kill only does a little bit under 100 damage. But if you don't have Varia, even with grapple in the rando, it doesn't matter. Grapple has no effect on those grapple turrets. So it does, I don't know, around 250, I think.
It is really interesting to me how, I mean, Rusty plays a lot. Like he's not just an SM main. Like, Rusty plays a lot of Final Fantasy, but he also does a lot of like Super Metroid ROM hacks. So it is very possible that it is very, very possible that Rusty just kind of forgot about the environmental ramifications of not having Varia's suit. Derp, I do know that there's a refill in Kraid's lair, and I think it's kind of funny that Rusty crystal flashed instead of doing that. But hey, maybe he doesn't need his ammo. A lot can happen like while you're racing. Like we have kind of a very objective viewpoint, and it's very easy for us to look at and say, come on, what are you doing?
100%. When you're in the moment racing, there's so much to think about, and they're talking to each other, discussing where things are. There's a lot of things going on, and you can't always be at your best wits at all times.
I mean, sometimes I just do something in a randomizer just to give myself time to think, but I'm still moving. So kind of pausing the action of the game, trying to think about what's going on. So, but I actually think it's kind of nice. So let's not get too tough on Derp over here because, I got to be honest. I actually like it when chat calls those things out because when I look at a race and I kind of see how randomizers are going, I listen to commentary, I listen to chat, and it's almost like study hour,
Oh, Rusty still has his grav suit.
Yeah. I thought he was going to have to go through Norfair all over again, but somebody had pointed out that so he looks like he's doing a Kaizo sprite. So power suit and Kaizo's red, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
I think Varia's suit is white and Grav is green. I don't know. I'm not
Okay,
as
so
familiar with
he didn't lose
this
that
one.
much time then.
No, he got, you know, so that was kind of a good heads up save there. And I'm pretty sure Rusty's going to go into Meridia after this. He's already done, he can't clear Wreck Ship, but already has the Wreck Ship boss down. You know what I want to see? I want to see Varia's suit in Wreck Ship, so this gives like FrencHForCe a chance to catch up some way, somehow. But where's Phantoon going to be? Phantoon could possibly be in Meridia.
Oh, and
Screw
there's
attack for
Screw.
Magoo. That's pretty big.
That's going to be big for Lower Norfair.
Yeah.
The difference between doing Lower Norfair with Screw and without Screw is massive.
Now, if you're Magoo, do you want to check out Climb Supers? I mean, it's the worst check. It really sucks, and it takes up a lot of time if it's nothing. But like, this is a full randomizer. Like, oh no, there can't be a suit there, so never mind. He's going to check it anyways. There could be a beam there, could be bombs. I don't know. You know what? Because we have suit restrictions, I don't like this check. Sorry.
Yeah, the only thing that he could really find here that would be worthwhile is plasma.
Yeah, because bombs, when you have 15 power bombs, is not necessary because you don't have any crystal flashing you're going to need to do. And it's just going to get a missile anyways, so watch out for these spikes. You got to be careful, Magoo. And please take the chip save when you get out of here.
That was one hit KO from spikes.
That is true. Well, wait, so Magoo didn't go behind Morph? Why would you check Climb Supers and not behind Morph? Did he?
Oh, he didn't check back there? That was high jump, wasn't it?
High jump was behind Morph, yeah.
Yeah.
And so that means Diddy doesn't have it either. So Rusty and Pixel are the only ones that have that knowledge.
Yeah, and it's not imperative, but it sure does make things a lot faster and easier.
You're right. With Gravity Suit, it's not, because we'll get Varia, and then they can totally just space jump. So, so honestly, it's really not a big deal. High jump boots is kind of inconsequential. It only will just, it'll kind of optimize movement a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that's that big of a deal.
I think the Screw is probably a bigger.
I would rather, yeah.
If
you think about it, if you have space jump, if I have space jump already in Gravity Suit, I would prefer Screw to high jump boots.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for Lower Norfair.
Yeah. Yeah, and even Meridia, going through Meridia with Screw is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Varia. Oh my goodness. All right,
well,
that is go mode for Rusty and Pixel.
That's going to be GG. Like, I hate to say it, like, I understand that Diddy is in Meridia right now, but I just think that Rusty and Pixel are just way too far ahead. And, I mean, Diddy's going to find this Varia suit, I think, pretty soon. Oh, no, he's got Dragon down, so he's going to have to go to Meridia now, right? Yeah, I think he's going to find it pretty soon.
Yeah, I imagine that'll be his next stop, is going up to Meridia. But, yeah.
But they don't know who the Wreck Ship boss is yet. So I think that's what Magoo is doing right now, going to Wreck Ship to see what this boss is. So he's going to be able to be like, yo, Diddy, this is Kraid.
Yeah, the thing is, like, he could have done this check earlier while Diddy was doing other things. So I think the big deciding factor here was just the divide and conquer approach that Rusty and Pixel took versus kind of going to the same place as each other.
Honestly, if we get a similar scenario here, I can't imagine. I would imagine that this week we're going to see a lot more Spore Spawn checks than we would traditionally see. You know,
I hope
like,
so.
Hey, go check that out. I mean, that was a big. I'm going to call that's like the play of the game. You know, and I like how you said the divide and conquer. You know, with info sharing, it just makes sense.
Yeah, and that monster needs some love, Bospo.
Yeah,
he's lonely.
I actually like the Spore Spawn fight.
Do you?
I do.
Okay, you see Rusty's he was attempting to do a spark and then kill the bugs with the echo, but he accidentally sparked the wrong direction. Went a little bit too far, and
Diddy does have Dragon down, Leno, yeah. And now the power bomb packs are just coming everywhere. I think we just saw one at
Pixel almost had that full halfie.
And there's some of that. It's just, Pixel, where you go? Pixel's. I think maybe he's going to get his Varia suit. Did Rusty just tell him where it is? Because this could be Ridley. So
I thought he already went back for that. He must not have. That's funny. Oh, by the way, Varia's back there. You might want to go pick that up.
He might have forgotten to tell him. He did pick up Varia. Oh, so he's probably farming supers. That's what he's doing.
Oh yeah, for Ridley.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. So he was so amped up to get that full halfie, he completely forgot that he's
Yeah,
got
I
a
mean,
crappy beam for Ridley.
again, Pixel about 4 to 6 minutes ahead of everybody else on the screen right now as an any percent runner. So you give him the equipment to to do his any percent stress and watch out. But then again, that'll put him into muscle memory as well.
Let's see if he can get it this time. I
Yeah.
mean, he did get the top shelf halfie that time.
Oh,
The full Nopi.
two valiant efforts though. Not an easy trick.
And it is Ridley, so very heads up and very smart for Pixel to have gone back and made it for a much quicker, probably going back in farming, even though it took a lot of time. We'll end up saving time just because of how bad the beam is for Ridley.
For sure.
With the ammo that Pixel did have. This is a fascinating race. Like, honestly, if power bombs were not at Spore Spawn, I feel like this would have been a very equal race.
Mhm.
But, again, who knows? Because the divide and conquer, as you said, is kind of what gave Rusty and Pixel that edge. And I think Diddy and Magoo just kind of stayed in the same place for too long.
Now, Diddy's in Aqueduct right now. Did he go up to beach and find that Varia, or did he skip that?
It looks like he skipped it because he's going to go, he's doing sand pits right now.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's going to do left sand. I don't know. Honestly, maybe he forgot it was full randomizer. Maybe major minor. Maybe thought beach was too quick, or too slow.
Did he say, because with this being vanilla map, he'll have to go all the way around. In area rando, it kind of makes sense to just do the pits and loop around.
Yeah.
Because when you go down into the Ever area and then go left, it takes you right back up to Aqueduct. But
power
the
bombs
vanilla map,
are
it goes, you have
everywhere.
to go all the way around.
And Diddy's not picking up any power bombs. I mean, honestly, going through this game with 5 power bombs and no bombs absolutely sucks. Oh, please don't do Shaktool.
It's scary.
Because he's running out. He's running out of PBs as it is, and has already skipped Crab Supers had a PB pack. Just skip that PB pack right there. This is getting a little scary.
He's going up to Plasma area.
If you got Dragon down, I don't agree with Plasma over Beach, but if you're already here where Diddy is, but Diddy's going to have to do speed strats to kill the pirates because he doesn't have screw attack. So that really is not, that sucks. That's not fun. Because we know screw attack is not here. So if this is not Plasma Beam, Diddy's going to have a really difficult time getting out of this room.
Yeah.
Because he has to speed kill, right? There's no other way. This isn't recall.
Well, technically you can pseudo screw, but that's
Baja Blood is fine. You can pseudo screw. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
He's okay.
That's comes with its own risks though.
Yeah, it
takes a lot of health. He's got a lot of health, but
no, thanks. Yeah, I just got a little worried for Diddy, and I totally forgot. Honestly, I would be the idiot doing the speed strats right here. Because I would have forgotten about pseudo screw.
I would do speed strats over pseudo screw. Just
does charge spacer kill them too?
The wall pirates. So the wall pirates, you can just kill. Even a pea shooter will kill him. You don't need charge or anything. Just shoot him.
I knew they took power bomb damage and the other ones don't, but I didn't know that about that you could just shoot them.
Yeah, they're weak sauce.
And it's weird because they look the same as the other ones. So it's like, who designed this game?
They do.
What were their motivations for making those pirates vulnerable and the other ones not? Like, what? I want to know, or they're just like, we screwed up the code and that's just how it was, whatever.
They have stronger backs. They can climb those walls. So then everything else is weaker. All they have is back strength.
Right? God, I love this game. This game is equal parts amazing and absolutely stupid and just so perfect. Just so perfect.
Agreed.
Even stuff that would make a game developer go, this game sucks. We're sitting there going, are you kidding me? This makes this game way more interesting.
telling you, Dear Force knew.
As is, no truer words were never spoken. All right, so we're going to get to see what boss is in Lower Norfair, and we know it's Fantoon, so that means that we're going to see pretty much nothing at Wreck Ship. Nice lava dive there for Rusty, going with the nice little gravity jump there. Gravity jump without high jump boots is not free, but it's not that difficult either, to be honest. And with all that health that Rusty had, give it a try. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, here's a question I have in my head right now. I think FrencHForCe feels behind because they know how long it took him to get power bombs, and they haven't even found Varia yet. But Shaktool's Nightmare, how do you think they're feeling about their standing in the race right now?
Which one, Magoo and Diddy?
No,
Rusty and Pixel.
Rusty and Pixel, because they have everything.
I think,
but
honestly, if I'm them, like especially Rusty, I'm thinking they're ahead because the Spore Spawn play is so like left field. Like, I mean, it's not really left field, but I mean, I think they'd have to be feeling pretty good about it. They did a really good job with info sharing, and they know that Spo was hard required. So I think they are feeling pretty good, even though, like, I think they're feeling pretty good. I don't think they're feeling like they're ahead, but I think they're feeling like they're really in this.
Like,
meanwhile,
they're on par.
I think Diddy and Magoo, like last locationing PBs, I feel like they've lost this.
Yeah, and they don't have Varia yet. And here's Diddy doing a suitless Ridley.
Yeah, I mean, Diddy does RBO. He can do this.
Yeah.
If there's not an E-Tank here, this is going to be a little sketch getting out of here. Can be done.
Oh, he's got a couple of reserves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here's my other question, and just because I answered chat already, and I'm like 99% sure, they do. It's average for co-op, right? So,
yep.
So even if Rusty does finish first, like Magoo and Diddy, if they finish, like something tragic happens to Pixel, or Pixel finishes and something tragic happens to Rusty, it's got to be the average time of both runners' finishing time.
That's right. Yeah.
Rusty, why are you killing these guys? Like, there's literally no reason to do that.
I think he just feels safer getting them out of the way.
Well, I mean, they only do, what, 50 damage?
Yep. Yep.
Nah, triple factorial. I really don't think that they will forfeit after Rusty finishes. I have done a co-op. I did co-op in last Rando League, where the other team, their runner finished first, and my team still won because it took their second runner so long to finish. So even if they feel really far behind, I mean, they might rage quit, but I would never forfeit until I knew I lost.
Magoo is diving right into a suitless Lower Norfair.
Oh my god. This is a crap loadout for that, to be honest.
It is. I mean, he has Space and Screw. He has
a
Crystal Flash.
Like, no offense to Magoo, but like, you're not shiny Zenny. Like, I'm not going in Norfair with 6 or 7 tanks when I don't know where the other tanks are going to be. I mean, Fantoon's there. I mean, this is a ballsy play. I mean, it's super gutsy, but
I don't hate it.
With Meridian being available, I don't understand the play, because like Varia can't be down there.
Yeah, I mean, they may be thinking they've gone this long without Varia, and so they have to make some sort of risky play in order to stay in it. And yeah, I mean, I don't hate this. I think with Space and Screw, he has grapple. If he finds some tanks, he's fine.
He's got the energy refill here. Doesn't have? Oh, there's the plasma beam. Doesn't have to worry about a crystal flash.
He knows that it's not Ridley down here.
Fantoon is here, right? Knows Fantoon's here because Diddy has already done Ridley.
Yeah. So I mean, I think he's very capable of getting through, and I don't hate the play. And even like finding a couple powerbomb packs too, that would help. So
it's just going to be really, really hard to get out of here. But the fact that you don't have to fight Ridley, I'm going to agree. I'm going to kind of change up my opinion a little bit. With this amount of E-Tanks, not having to fight Ridley is actually really makes a colossal difference.
It really does.
I want to see Magoo pull this off. Wouldn't that be
Me
cool if this
too.
brings the race like fairly near? But Diddy still doesn't have Varia's suit, and what bosses does Pixel still have left to do? Assuming the trackers are right, this is only the second boss down for Pixel.
Yeah, so he's got a ways to go. Yeah, this is interesting. This is really interesting.
I mean, I really absolutely believe that Shaktool's Nightmare is going to win. But
yeah, but like, might not be
this Lower North Fair play might not be as much of a blowout as I thought. You know,
yeah.
But oh God, please, Diddy, are you leaving? Is Diddy going to do Lower North Fair? Diddy, you don't have Screw Attack. Please find Varia.
Let's see, where was that Screw Attack again? Oh, there's some power bombs. Look at that.
I mean, power bombs are pretty good, but the thing is that Magoo is going to have to. Magoo he's going to need a Crystal Flash before the Ridley door. He's going to do it now. But not only is he going to need a Crystal Flash before the Ridley door, but he's going to need another Crystal Flash to get out.
Yeah, but I mean, that's fine because there's those orbs on the way. I don't agree with this.
Yeah,
I think
be able to farm. I don't agree with doing it. Yeah.
I think he should have gotten as far as he could. He had enough health. I think if with good movement, he could have gotten down to the save station. And even if he didn't make it all the way down, he could have done the Crystal Flash on the way and bought himself a little bit of time.
Do you want to bank your seat on that, though? I agree with you, but, you know, if you're not, like, I don't know how familiar Magoo is with RBO. Like, do you want to bank your run on that?
I would. If I'm already taking this risk, it's sort of like pay me now or pay me later.
Yeah.
Like,
this is why you're better than me at Randomizer.
he's taking the safety now, but that's going to make it harder.
Oh,
later
why
on.
does Diddy go to Shaktool when you have West Meridia available? Like, I get it. Shaktool's in logic. You have grapple. It could be a play, but Diddy is out of power bombs.
Yeah, this is unfortunate.
And Diddy doesn't have spring ball.
Oh.
So Diddy can't even get this item even if he checks it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he'll have to farm power bombs from the Puyos.
Oh God. I mean, I think their drop rate is not terrible.
I don't know. They're the best bet down here. Yeah, this is a little sketchy for Magoo.
Well, this is not doable because he doesn't have any Crystal Flash ammo.
I mean, you can actually farm these pirates. I've done that before. It's a pretty bad time. Oh, he's got the reserves. He's fine.
He still needs, in order to get a Crystal Flash, he still needs 7 power bombs.
Yeah, I
Which
there
are
there
those. 7 violas?
No, I don't think there's 7 over here.
So he's got to hope he gets a lucky power bomb drop.
Well, he can just dive into Fantoon's room.
You could. Actually, that's probably the best bet. But again, he's going to have to hope he gets health bomb. Get in there! No, Magoo, get in there! Get in there! Get in there!
What?
Oh my God! He's got 1 energy left, and he can microwave Fantoon.
Oh, just don't get hit by a flame.
Oh my God! I'm so nervous.
I love this.
But he's gonna get health bomb. That's what you want right now.
Yeah.
Like, and then you can go in and out of Fantoon's door. You can go in and out of Fantoon's door to farm power bombs. Holy crap, dude! Somebody clip that. That was just come on, Magoo. I want to see him do this. By the way, what happened to Diddy? Did he reset out, or did he realize he can't check it? I totally missed that.
Well, he's coming back from that way, so he must not have reset. Oh, he's got 7 power bombs though. Where did that come from?
Magoo's not going to get health bomb now. He's got to be careful.
Yeah.
Like, that actually sucks.
Yeah.
Like, let's see what drops we get here.
Got to be a lot of power bombs. Oh my God.
Oh my God. You have got to be kidding me.
Oh, that is perfect. I could not love this more.
No.
That is a late.
No. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So you cannot wait that long to Crystal Flash. Holy crap. No, just go. You're not going to get enough power bombs. You have to get the hell out of here. Run.
Yeah,
Magoo,
I would go
run.
and
get
then
to Firefleet. Get to Firefleet. Farm power bombs there. Get the hell out of here. Seriously. You're making me nervous. You're stressing me out. Oh, he needs more than one power bomb to get out. You're right. He needs 3. Well, then go in and out. Go in and out of the door and farm the violas.
Yeah, I mean, I would just farm the orbs on the way through and run to Firefleet.
Go, run like the wind, Magoo. You can do this.
Although I don't know, this is not. That's maybe not enough health, but he can farm
Vanilla,
up the orbs.
this is how I am. Yes, I did have too much coffee, but that really doesn't make a difference. This is just how I am with this game. You must not have ever seen my commentary before. Ooh, I like that little grapple.
Oh, he's in trouble now. Oh, sorry, what's that? I'm only watching Magoo. Oh, yeah, nice, Rusty.
Yeah, Magoo is dead now. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's too bad. That was so epic.
Well, no, he's got 200 in reserves. Like, he can do this, but
he's in a cycle. This is exactly the situation he was in, only with a few fewer power bombs when he beat Fantoon in the first place. Okay, do the thing. Do the thing. Oh, is he just gonna sit here and farm? He could do that. You can gain health from these guys if you farm effectively. Oh, that's not good though. Well. Alright, Fs. Get your Fs in chat. That was a sad moment.
You know, you really got to admire the play that Magoo did anyways. Like, he was very, very close. If he was maybe a more experienced RBO runner.
No, I love the play. That was the highlight of the whole run for me. I love this. It's just too bad that he didn't quite make it.
Well, you know, the other thing to think about is that, like, I wouldn't say it cost them the race. You know, I think not checking Spore Spawn cost them the race. But
and even more generally, just the like we've mentioned, just kind of doing the same things as each other the whole time.
Oh, Diddy, you don't want to get hit by the side hopper. You guys are nuts.
Yeah, Diddy's going down now too. Oh man.
I mean, honestly, I would probably be tilted AF right now if I was both Magoo and Diddy. So like I can totally get, you know, maybe hecking up your movement a little bit and, you know, trying to feel like, oh, I just died after I did this already and now I got to do it again. I do not like Magoo not have. By the way, anybody, if you are going to do suitless runs and you have a reserve tank, do not leave it on manual. Please put it on auto.
Yeah, that, and also he could save himself a lot of health right now by microwaving.
Yeah, microwaving will save health. And I know what you say, like, okay, if it's on auto, you know, I know Bob. If it's on auto, you lose like 30% of your energy. But look at how close Magoo came to almost dying. So let me amend that. If you don't know what you're doing, then I think you should keep your reserve on auto.
Well, and I would say too, like you can have
I'm
it
a
on
good
auto.
RBO runner. I'll preface it or postface it by saying that.
You can have it on auto as sort of a safety, like
a safety. That's what I mean as a safety. Like still pop it, you know, manually, but keep it on as a safety just in case you underestimate.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Rusty in Turian. In fact, in the last Metroid room in Turian, just man, I'm like. I'm being such a bad commentator because I'm literally just watching Magoo do this suitless LN. That's all I've been doing. I haven't been watching anybody else. Have you? Have you been watching anybody else? What's going on in the rest of the race?
Actually, no, I haven't. But you know,
what else is there? Is there a race going on right now?
I'm kind of torn between the race, Magoo's decision making, and discussing situations with chat.
Now, here's an interesting. I like what Magoo's doing now. He's farming. He's farming the room. What I would do, though, is I would shut off this plasma wave business because it just gets... the shots get blocked by Fantoon's enormous hitbox. It's harder to hit the flames. But this is brilliant. So he can farm his health up, hopefully get some good power bomb drops from Fantoon, and
I
and
just
just
noticed
bail.
that Pixel ran out of ammunition and had to resort to charge shots.
Nice.
I mean, purposely enraging Baja is not a bad idea. If you're good enough at shooting out all the flames at one time, you can get a hell of a lot of drops right away. So purposeful enrage is not a terrible idea on Phantom, but I don't know that I would do it. By the way, Rusty is going to have, not the fastest Mother Brain fight in the world, but does have a healthy loadout of super missiles. So, no, you know what? It'll be really fast. He's only going to have to do like a, well, what do you think? It'll be kind of like about as long, a little bit less time than a new route.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he's going to have to use some of these supers on the tank.
Yeah, I definitely, in Rusty's position, I probably would have saved here. I mean, they're probably feeling like they got to go. But this fight can go pretty bad with a bunch of ice shots. I'm sure Rusty feels confident.
Well,
he's got that.
I know Rusty's practiced low ice fairly recently. So, with this amount of energy, like, I agree with you. I think I'm pretty sure I still would have taken a save. But what's the damage? So 44. See, I would actually unload all my supers to 15.
Yeah. Yep.
And then
Same.
do ice shots because I'm bad at math.
I would do the missiles too. Do the missiles and supers down to 15. And then do ice until catch up.
We also have Bullet Catcher in chat being impressed with Rusty being the first one to get to Mother Brain with the least amount of majors. And I think that's a testament to Rusty's experience as a Super Metroid runner and his just basic knowledge of Randomizer.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Also a testament to the way that Rusty and Pixel have played the game. Like, he knew where that stuff was because Pixel found it, but he kind of made decisions on, what do I actually need? What do I want to go back for? Or should I just rush to Mother Brain? He could kind of make those decisions. Oh, and Pixel's in Turian too. I thought he had more bosses. Did he? I suppose Pixel killed all the bosses while I was watching Magoo, huh?
I guess so. Yeah, I actually didn't even see it. Everybody's gonna come back and be like, "Geez, you guys only paid attention to Rusty with his Spore Spawn play and Magoo with his Lower Norfair play. Like, we did a good job too, right?"
I mean, that's all that there was. What else was this race? Was there?
That was the call of the race. I actually think if Magoo and Diddy were able to get through Lower Norfair, like,
oh yeah, they'd be right. They'd
first
be in it.
try. I think they'd both be at Turian right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or close to it. Well, maybe one boss away. I don't know. They wouldn't be far from Turian if they were both able to have done it first try.
Yeah. Diddy's down at Croc.
Maybe he's looking for that Mario suit.
Sure. He's doing reverse. he's gonna do reverse Croc. Way.
Maybe he realizes what items he left behind in Meridia. It is very possible that he went all the way through Meridia and totally forgot about the beach.
Yeah, that could be. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But it's rando. I mean, that's rando be rando.
Either way, though, I don't think it lost. Like, I don't think they can be too mad about it because it's the play that kind of had to happen. I don't think that the Lower Norfair play is what lost them the race. I think it's just not splitting up and not finding those PBs earlier.
Yeah, no, I think the Lower Norfair play, if anything, that is the thing that could have gotten them back in the race.
Yeah.
I think the Lower Norfair play was a good play. Like, they knew they were kind of probably behind and had to do something drastic to try to
I did not agree at first when you said it, but looking back on it, it was not just a good play, it was the play, and I think they did the right thing by going there. It just didn't work out.
Yeah. Okay, get this crystal fly. Oh my god, get it started. Oh, he's going back in. Okay. Perfect. I hope he knows that 50 is good for this.
Yeah, you can some people don't. Like, I used to think you had to be below 50.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Junie. I had a lot of fun. I might, if I can, I got to see what my schedule's like. I might come back if nobody signed up and jump on comms at 4.
Yes, do it. Come back
We'll
with
see. I
me.
gotta check my schedule.
Now, okay, Magoo is just going for it this time, but at the same time, he only needed 5 more power bombs this time. Oh, spike it. All right. Meanwhile, Rusty, charging through the escape.
I want to see Magoo do this. Like he can.
I know. I really
He's
want
got
to.
two. Oh damn! Don't get hit by those guys. Like,
yeah,
So he does have enough to get to Fire Fleet because he has 200 in his reserve. He's got it like barely enough.
It's right.
But he's got his CF. Oh no, he's come on. I want to see him do this.
Oh my God! What?
No, dude!
Hit the pause button. Hit pause.
Where's your pause?
Oh, it's so tragic. It makes my heart hurt.
I really hope they don't like hate me when they come and like listen to these comms because I have a lot of respect for Magoo and Diddy. I feel so bad. Like I really wanted to see them succeed there.
Yeah, same. And I mean, again, I
don't want to be overly critical, but that's like kind of our job is to point things out, you know.
This is, man, he was there. He had it. I'm sad. But get your GGs in chat for Rusty. So 1/2 of Shaktool's Nightmare has now completed the seed.
Yep, so Rusty's race time GG time was 109.26. And when Pixel finishes, we'll see what Pixel's time is. And to my knowledge, it is average time that we are using to score the race.
That's right, yeah. And Diddy must have found that Varia.
Yes, Diddy did end up going back to West Meridia. I'm sorry I didn't point that out. Chat was pointed out, and I forgot you weren't looking at chat.
Yeah, I'm not looking. All I'm looking at is Magoo. That's all this race was for me. Well, that's good. So Diddy
I still think it's impressive with the amount of energy that Magoo has. Like, I still think it's impressive that he's making it all the way to Phantom.
Yeah, I mean, this is not easy. This is
I honestly,
real
think
hardcore stuff.
For me, the hardest section of RBO is like, for me personally, is getting like that wasteland section from bottom of the elevator all the way to wasteland is to me harder than Ridley and the whole rest of Lower North Fair. And Magoo is going through that pretty well. Yeah,
for sure. There's hats off to him for getting through this. He's been so close every time, and it's just, you know, in one case he didn't quite have the power bombs. This last time he just didn't get to that pause menu for his reserves.
Yeah, I mean, these are obviously, you know, whatever is happening, like, it's obvious that Diddy and Magoo are both extremely good runners. Like, they're playing very well. They're just, the routing just did not pay off at all.
Yeah.
Oh, Leno, there were probably 14 powerbomb packs. I would say at least half in Wreck Ship. And after we found that Spo powerbomb pack, all the rest started showing up. I mean, you had Magoo. At least 2 in Meridia. You had a couple in Green Bryn, but still. Did he not getting Plasma? Plasma was at Screw Attack, right?
Yes. Yeah, Plasma. I wouldn't grab it.
No. But anyways, we have Pixel Perfect about to land on the ship, and we have a race time GG time of I'll wait. 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 33 seconds. So if you want to do the math, you know, that's somewhere around like a 110 and change or a 111. But GG to Shaktool's Nightmare. GG, Junie, your team gets another win.
Got another one.
I don't know what that puts your record at, but I'm just happy to be back here. I don't think I've gotten a chance to do comms since week 1. So I'm kind of happy to be back here to join the action and see how things are going.
I'm happy you're back here too.
Thank you. Yeah, I think this is our first time doing commentary together, so I'm really happy I was able to jump on the mic.
Yeah, me too. And let's see. So they probably have the invite for an interview. I hope they come in.
Same.
And speaking of,
hello,
we are joined by Rusty and Pixel Perfect. Hello, gentlemen.
How are we doing?
Morning, Junie. Morning,
Good
Kev.
morning. Good morning. How are
What's
you guys
happening?
feeling?
Good to see y'all. What an incredible race, and we got to say, what do you guys think was probably the game-winning play?
If I'm being honest with you,
I forgot everything, and it was like we could go to Spore Spawn.
it was 100%
Like, I'm gonna go do like
Rusty.
everything.
Rusty literally was memeing. I'm like, he's like, let's go to Sports Spawn. I'm like, but we could go down. He's like, well, I'll go to Sports Spawn. I'm like, okay, cool.
I got turned
And
around.
so I'll go
because
do
somebody-
everything down low, so you can just skip whatever we don't need. And the fact that I didn't find a single power bomb clearing out the entire Upper Norfair area, even into Croc, was mind-bending to me. It was awful. I couldn't believe
We've
it.
done so many of those where it was like you have power bombs and no supers, and you sort of think, well, I can't go into Red Tower. So I was thinking, like, I can't go into Red Tower. There's only like 2 more checks. I got to go fight Spore Spawn. He's like, okay,
Well, I
you go
wanna
do
know how
that.
many
I'll go
other-
everywhere else.
I want to know how many other teams, if they don't have any explosives, are going to be like, hey, we saw this race, and everybody look at what Rusty did. Like, we have to make this play.
It,
No.
it was
No.
full Galaxy Brain play by Rusty, honestly.
No, it's the smallest brain play.
Well, nobody ever, like, I think everybody always kind of like hopes that Sports Spawn is kind of like a last location kind of thing. Like, you're literally hoping to find something anywhere else. And how often do you really have, like, everything completely locked out at Spore Spawn?
It
So,
was so
but
bad.
but Junie mentioned, like, the one thing that really helped you out versus Magoo and Diddy is that you both decided to split up and go in different areas, whereas Magoo and Diddy stayed together much longer than they really needed to. So without any kind of like route deviation, you didn't have one runner that could scout one area while the other runner was scouting the other area. So I think you guys really demonstrated how info sharing should work among teammates in this week's settings.
Yeah, that was definitely something that we had been discussing, because it too much overlap. You're kind of just hoping, oh, well, did you get this first? Did you get this first? So like trying to get to a specific area. That's why when Rusty did Spore Spawn, I'm like, all right, I'll go clear out Upper Norfair. And then when we both got Grav and had we both had to do Meridia, he went up, and I'm like, all right, I'll go down and scout 4, do Aqueduct and everything over there. And the moment he said, oh, Varia's over at right side behind the false wall, I immediately just turned around and beelined it, because then we were go mode. That was the only thing we were looking for, and I was really hoping and glad that Varia was not in the pits.
Yeah, it was, but I got to tell you, it was a really exciting race to watch. Regardless, I mean, for a while it looked like it was totally going to be, you guys ahead. But then, honestly, Diddy ended up being in Meridia about the same time y'all were, but did not check the beats, so never got Varia's suit. And so they did not know Varia's suit was there. Diddy went through Meridia, and then Magoo went down to Lower Norfair. And they both had attempts at suitless Lower Norfair. Magoo is actually still doing suitless Lower Norfair. Meanwhile, Diddy bailed on it and decided to go back and check, must have remembered the Meridia items he hadn't checked. Even went so far as to make a Shaktool check with no power bombs. Like, it was pretty wild.
No. Shaq lives again.
And I don't know where bombs are either, because I don't think we ever found bombs in this seed, so I have no
Nope.
idea where they were.
Did I find them?
No, you didn't. No, neither of us had them.
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe that was a different seed.
Crazy thing is, as soon as you found those power bombs at Spore Spawn, it just kind of unlocked power bombs everywhere, and the packs started appearing everywhere.
Sure.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I was wondering if there was another power bomb pack that we didn't find. Did they end up having to go back to Spore Spawn to get the power bombs?
Last location, it was hard
Yeah.
required. There were no other power bombs. I mean, we saw a spark through gauntlet. I mean, they went everywhere. They checked everything that could possibly happen. And
I was wondering if Junie would have like done a blue suit into Old Mother Brain to to get that with the speed keep, but that was
what
screw
was
attack.
Old Mother Brain was screw attack, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that would have been kind of a funny thing to find instead of bombs.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. That could have made up for bombs potentially, at least for
Yeah,
some places.
kind of, not really.
But even if they had, let's say they had done that and then decided to go check Gauntlet with screw attack, they would have just like backup Gauntlet
Yeah,
was
that
an
would have
E-tank
been
and
bad
missile,
too.
so they wouldn't have had it anyways.
That wouldn't have worked either. Yeah,
It would have just been, it would have been
not mattered.
another disappointment on top of all the other disappointments.
Yeah. Although maybe the power bomb. Anyway, I'm just speculating at this point, but it was a good time. Crazy that the Spore Spawn play, despite my jumbled brain, ended up paying off big time. And when it happened, I thought this is a huge score, and I knew it.
Yeah, it was big. It was big.
Keep that strat in our back pocket for next time.
That's right. Everybody's gonna be checking Spore Spawn now. Go for it, guys.
Everyone's gonna be
Everybody
panicking.
for Rusty, better check Spo.
Start calling it Rusty Spawn.
Well, the other
Yeah.
thing that I thought was funny is instead of taking the save outside of Spore Spawn, Rusty ran all the way over to Green Bryn. Take the save over there, which was seemed like a lot of backtracking. So
I
funny.
forgot that the pink wall was 3 tiles high. I didn't want to get locked in the save point without bombs, and I was like, I can't save here. So I'm thinking of running back over to green. So I lost some time from doing that, and I messed up my save scum at the wreck ship. So that was another kind of like small time loss, but I probably lost 2 minutes doing that. I didn't check the boss. So I was checking stuff at wreck ship and saves coming out, and I reset too early.
Well,
I
it
told
all
Russ-
worked out in the end.
Yeah.
I told Rusty that if he hadn't mentioned doing Spore Spawn like vanilla fight style, that I would have never remembered. Because how often do you ever actually do that? You almost always have. So this is personally, this is my first ever experience having to do that in a rando ever. So I guess I've just gotten lucky. So this I'm really glad Rusty was just well, let's just do it, because otherwise it would have been the same situation for me of last locationing. I truthfully probably would not have even remembered. But now that's going to be core memory deep ingrained in the brain.
Well,
the
this was
more
fast,
you
this was
play
fast
random,
progression.
it's gonna happen. You're gonna be put in those situations, but it is absolutely an uncommon scenario. And Diddy's got to be careful. He's on 6 energy here, trying to get out of Firefleet.
Oh man.
Yeah, they've had a rough time with this one. They made some real good plays, particularly at the end here with this Lower Norfair risk. But yeah, it's been a rough seed for them.
Just rando's got a rando. I don't think
Yeah.
they. The only thing that I don't agree with what they did is just not splitting up and deviating sooner. I really think that was the biggest issue.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's right, Rando League. Always send someone to Spore Spawn. Remember Rusty's Spore Spawn fight. He won the race.
Pretty did. I kind of think that if Diddy and Magoo had gotten through Lower Norfair in one go, or if they had found Various Suit, that it would have been a lot closer. But I still think y'all would have won. I really do think that it's just that Spore Spawn was just, that play was too powerful. Because I don't even think Magoo and Diddy got their first powerbomb pack until I want to say maybe 38, almost 40 minutes in.
Oh wow.
It was pretty late. You
that's
guys
pretty
had
rough.
a significant lead by the time they found their PBs.
Yeah, I kept telling Pixel, just go back and get those power bombs. But he's
Yeah.
like, now I'm gonna keep scouting, might as well, and we might find it, and then you can keep playing. I'm like, yeah, that's actually a good point.
I was
so.
I was full
It's a good
betting
idea.
on Upper North for having at least one or regular bombs, and I just peanut brain play. Oh well.
No, I think that was the right choice though, because if you had found power bombs down there, you could have just continued forward, wouldn't have to backtrack.
Yeah, right. That's what I was fully banking on. I guess I just wasn't expecting to actually for it to backfire, but it do be happening like that.
Rando be rando.
Indeed.
Oh, well, great race, and thanks for getting us another win for our team.
Thanks for the
Whoa.
comms.
Thank you for the comms, Kev. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. This was it's always a pleasure. It's always great to see such great runners. You know, Rusty, I've known you for quite a long time now, a couple of years, and Pixel, it's nice to meet you. We were remarking on what an incredible amount of improvement you've shown and how fast you've improved at just the vanilla game. So it was really cool to see you take on Rando, and you know, so thank you so much for just putting on a great show for everybody today.
Thank you. Yeah, I've really been trying to put in time to grind any percent a lot, and the reason I didn't do like the Rando League last year is because I really didn't feel confident in like my randomizer knowledge. And you can see now, even with like Rusty doing the sports bond play, like there's still gaps in what I can do. But I think a lot of my execution capabilities in any percent has helped a lot with just doing rando in general. Because last year there were a lot of tricks that I just couldn't do, like trying to do like consistent stutter threes or things like that. Like I just didn't have the technical prowess yet. So.
All right, I'm gonna have to stop everybody for just a second, and I'm really sorry, but Magoo is almost gonna be out. Magoo is almost going to make it out of Lower Norfair. He's got 200 energy to get past the Three Stooges and get power bombs at Firefleet.
Yes.
I believe.
He has a save down.
Yep, he made it to the save point, so he's good.
This is a big moment here. Like oh God, he's got to be really careful here. But so all he has to do now is farm enough to do a Crystal Flash, and he's out. Oh my God, you don't want to get hit by those flames. What are you doing? Magoo is giving me like a heckin' heart attack. The problem is now he's health bombed. He's gonna. Oh no!
Yeah, this at least for the last like 40 minutes or so. This has been the Magoo show.
All right, back to Tom. I'm sorry. I've been waiting for this to happen. Like he's been working so hard. Like you know, if I'm Magoo, I'm finishing this seed. Like I'm hate finishing this.
Yeah.
Yep. You're hard committing at this point,
and I love it.
I respect that.
Yep, absolutely. Oh man, and the Key Hunter smack.
I mean, I've been saying this for a long time now. You know, if you're going to be playing randomizers, learn your suitless stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I had to brush up on suitless Meridia last night. It was giving me a heckin' hard time, so I definitely needed to clean that up.
The field of play is so good nowadays. Like you have to be able to pull out like every trick in the book to be competitive.
People are so
you
good
really
at this
can't
game.
have a weakness.
Mm-hmm. I'm terrified of whenever I have to go against like Nevdi and them. It's gonna be. It's.
Oh, they're what? Vileplume, they're free. Come on, it's only
yeah, totally.
It's only Zeb.
We got him.
After school. Come on.
It's a free win.
Oh my goodness. Watch your head.
Did somebody cuss? Maybe I did. I don't know. I was cussing earlier.
No, I think it's because I said heckin'.
That's going to be a heckin' good team to face. I mean, there's a lot of good teams. I mean, I missed all last week of league, so I don't even know how the rankings went last week. But like, you got a lot of good teams. Bigos Amigos are super strong. Vileplume's super strong. You know, Southern Route. I mean, there's just so many good teams worth mentioning. I don't think there's a free win in the whole league.
Yeah, the only thing is, so I mean, we're in Brinstar and so I got my eyes on that. But there's so many strong teams in Brinstar that, you know, the fact that they end up having to play each other in the last 3 weeks is going to be like early playoffs. We have to play Shaktool's Nightmare and then Cut Breasts as our last 2 weeks, so that's going to be huge important games.
Oh, I forgot to mention Cut Breasts.
Not a lot of losses.
Oh,
Magoo, no, what are you doing? Bro, just get out of there. You don't need whatever's here is not going to help you.
Yeah.
Just leave.
Yeah, that was.
Actually, I would have grabbed that power bomb pack at that point, but still.
That could be his demise. He's gonna make it out now.
It's going to
250
be
is
tight.
enough, but
If this was area, he'd be no problem. But he should have two. No, he should still have two reserves though.
oh right.
He should.
Yeah, although he's been
If-
forgetting
if-
to pop them, so I don't know.
You're on manual. Oh, I see.
All right, he's good. He's good.
All right.
Wow.
That was
GG
scary.
Magoo. Like,
Yeah,
valiant.
GG. Everybody get your GGs in chat for Magoo doing this suitless LN with this loadout. What a show.
No high jump. Yeah. Oh.
I mean, he's got all the important stuff. He's got space and screw. He's got grapple, like, and enough for a couple crystal flashes. But
Well,
man,
I think
7 tanks is that?
Yeah, 7 tanks plus 2 reserves. But I was kind of looking at it. I think the last time he did it, he farmed up way more power bombs
He did.
than he did the other time. So he was able to hold on to 2 crystal flashes instead of just the 1.
Yeah, he spent some time farming before his last attempt, which was smart.
Oh, there's bombs.
Yep, Diddy found him. Left side supers.
Yeah, so
He's right
Diddy's
there
on
the whole time.
And Magoo's got to go to Meridia and fight Ridley.
Yeah, so
Didn't,
you wanted early bombs.
so
Just
Diddy-
go.
Diddy had to fight Ridley suitless. So, because Diddy went to Meridia, fought Ridley suitless, survived, and then went down to Lower Norfair and tried to RBO style Hell Run Lower Norfair, was unsuccessful, went back to Meridia, got his Varia suit. So that's quite a trek.
Yeah, it's just really too bad. I've had that happen before, where the one place that I don't look is where your progression is. You know, he just happened to not go up to the beach.
I mean, I know exactly how that feels. I was notorious for a really long time because I suck at the wave gate glitch. You know, being like, well, I got to leave that behind. And I think I had like 3 seeds in a row where that was my progression, and I just totally left it. You know, and it's so early on that it's just like you're losing.
And this game's brutal.
It
Very
can be.
punishing.
Why is it always the place you don't check? You know, I mean,
Right.
Magoo probably picked up the Varia suit to do Ridley, but probably so angry about having to do that now.
Yeah. I think I would have just left it out of spite.
Then you don't got to turn it off later for stand-up glitch.
Stand up.
Right.
I left it behind at that point. But again, you know, he does need to fight Ridley, so, you know, probably had enough of Hell Runs at this point and just wants to save Ridley fight.
That's very fair.
But still, gonna have to, no, he's got full beam combo. He doesn't really have to do anything. Probably wants some energy, though. I mean, Ridley is never free unless, you know, like with this energy, even for a good runner, Ridley control you.
Yeah, I'm
sometimes-
sweating bullets if I come into Lower Norfair with this little of energy in an 80% run, for sure.
And Ridley, I mean, you can manipulate him, but sometimes he just sort of does whatever he feels like doing.
That's actually what happened when I was fighting Ridley right at the end there. I got 29 of my 30 supers in. I got the extra missiles, and then he just absolutely refused to grab me. He pogoed like 3 or 4 times in a row and just would not grab me. And no matter what kind of manip I did to get to turn around and jump into him, he just wouldn't do it.
Ridley be Ridley.
Heck,
Well, yeah.
Ridley. Will Diddy go for the baby skip? That's looking like a damage down to me.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
he doesn't
think
have
so.
he doesn't have
with the
boots.
Right.
Like Steamo would go for it, but not too many other of us.
The baby
Trolling
can't
the
get him. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, I love this. Oh my god. Always learning new things about this game, you know?
There you go, Jimmy. This is what you
Just
got to
can't
do.
get him. Oh, that's amazing.
Is Diddy gonna wait for Magoo to catch up and then they'll like finish together?
You just sit there bouncing the baby until Magoo gets there.
Bouncing the baby. Yeah, there you go.
Baby bounce RTA, new category. Gotta bounce the baby 25 times. Complete it.
So, fellas, as much as I would love to stay in chat for Magoo and Diddy to finish, I've got some IRL parenting stuff to do right now, and I'm still hoping to be able to jump in and join Junie a little bit later. little bit later today. So I'm going to have to bow out, but I had a really great time, and thanks chat and everybody sticking around. And please say hi to Diddy and Magoo for me. I really respect and appreciate all of you. And but I do have to get running for now.
Sounds good. Well, thanks for calming with me. This is super fun.
Thank you for
Heck
comms.
yeah. Absolutely. And I'll see y'all next mission, and hopefully that will not be too far from now.
Alrighty.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
And now that Shaktool's nightmare completely owns the chat.
Yes, we do, don't we? You know, I
We
was
do.
sad
Full-
that Shaktool lived.
Yeah, didn't get to. See, you say that, and now at our 4 o'clock race, we're gonna have to go see him.
That's
Pay him
right.
a little visit.
Pay him a visit.
Team
no,
comms,
no spoilers for the next race.
right?
Now, this was a fun race to watch, though. You guys totally crushed it. And then watching FrencHForCe with their suitless shenanigans was
Yeah, that's like absolute Chad territory to try and do suitless Lower Norfair. Like, props to them, because I personally would never try and go for that. Like, no, I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow the logic. I will find whatever puts me down in Lower Norfair, wherever Varia is.
I felt like it was a good play too, because they had to have felt behind. You know, it was super late. They knew how long it took them to find power bombs, and they had to do something.
Yeah, no, it absolutely was the okay. We need to make up time play, and that
Yeah.
was. I respect it, because sometimes you just got to pull out all the stops, and imagine if that had paid off, that would have been insane.
Yeah, and if Magoo had had a good first try Lower Norfair, I think he would have been right in Turian with you guys. But he had some troubles, so took him a while. But yeah, hard game.
And heckin', Mother Brain's giving Diddy a hard time. Diddy's in chat. It was not a fun race to play. That was, yeah.
I can understand that.
So how are you
Maybe-
guys feeling about race number 2 later on?
I'm stoked. I'm ready to go eat some lunch, unwind for a sec, and then come back at 4 o'clock and do it again. I was very concerned that, like, as we were closing in on the 50-minute mark, that I was gonna see the dot done for Magoo or Diddy first.
Oh
That's
yeah.
like, because like I already know that, like, I guess I just kind of like put myself at a lower competitive rate, so I just kind of expect everyone else to be ahead of me, sort of thing.
Yeah, well, and it's easy to put yourself in the mindset where, like, you know the mistakes that you made,
Right.
and so you always are thinking, if they did exactly what I did, except without the mistakes, they would be
They're,
Right.
right,
so
they're
far
crushing
ahead.
me right now.
Yeah, but you know they probably didn't do the same things is the way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got Diddy and Magoo
And Magoo.
in the chat. Welcome,
We all want to work.
Magoo. Oh my goodness, that Lower Norfair.
Yes.
You were, I mean, I know that you struggled with it, but still, I mean, mega props to you. It was so fun to watch, and you were literally the only thing that I was watching when, like, once you went down there. It was like, what, there's a race? What's going on? I don't know. I'm just watching Magoo crush this these heat rooms. Yeah.
Great decision to do. Yeah.
Well, I think it was the right decision. Go ahead. You talk a little bit. Tell us how you're feeling.
Lower Norfair at this point suitless. So I thought I could manage this, but I did not. So I learned. Yes. Maybe.
I
Yeah.
did warn you that was hard. Yeah.
Well, it's a rough loadout. You have all the important ingredients. You have space and screw, and you have a couple crystal flashes. The health is a little rough for it, and I mean, knowing that Fantoon was down there too was, you know, I think it was the right play. Just, you know, you were so close so many times, and just, you know, barely didn't make it.
My big mistake. I think I didn't find enough power bomb before to go down.
Right, yeah, that last time through when you farmed the fire fleas for that last attempt, that definitely made the difference in getting through. The biggest thing with this race, from commentator standpoint, was those first power bombs.
Yeah.
Oh my
of the-
goodness.
We just last located those. So how early did Shaktool's Nightmare found those?
Yeah, Rusty did kind of a 5-head play, and he went straight in there. He went straight into Spospo. Pixel and Rusty were both in Big Pink, and Rusty just went up and almost as a meme just went to kill Spospo, and then it happened to work out.
I almost went there, but I was pretty sure there had to be at least one power bomb in Norfair somewhere. So that's also the reason I didn't go back to Sportspawn after doing trucks. That was okay. We can do the rest of the upper Norfair. So I just do that now, because if I don't do it now, I will have to do it later. And
Yeah.
normally during practice we did spread out more and cover more area to find more information to share, and I didn't do that time because I was really convinced there would be one pack somewhere in Norfair, and I didn't pay out. But
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
feel- yeah.
totally understandable. And 9 times out of 10 that's going to be the case. This seed, the one that you had to race, just decided to be the one where the only powerbomb pack available was at Spospo. It was pretty rude. It's just rando be rando is what it comes down to.
It sounds like Diddy and I had pretty much the same thought process, because Rusty went up to check Force Spawn, and I'm like, all right, I'll just go scout ahead, because surely I'll find a powerbomb pack. So I cleared the entire Upper Norfair all the way down to Crocomire and Bubble Mountain, and not a single pack. So after I got Grav and Ice, I was like, all right, I guess I'm coming back to get those.
Yeah, it's cruelty of the seed.
Yeah, we didn't feel that much behind at that point, because with where Gravity was, we knew that Aaron were the correct play, just not before getting power bombs, like I think. But that was not that terrible of a play we did.
To find Gravity before power bomb at this point.
That's right. I don't remember where Gravity was. Where was that at?
Gravity was at Norfair Reserve.
Right, that's right. Yep.
Yeah. Gravity was at Norfair Reserve, and so was Ice Beam. That was the big changer right there, was that once I found those two, I was like, okay, I can leave here confidently. But I figured I might as well just go check speed and everything else since I'm already here. But
well, and the thing at that point, FrencHForCe was right there with you, Pix. I don't remember which one of you was checking those items, but you found the Gravity and Ice at almost the exact same time.
Okay.
So, yeah, things were still anybody's game at that point. Shaktool's Nightmare, you guys had the power bombs that FrencHForCe didn't have yet.
Yep.
But item-wise, aside from power bombs, you were pretty much in the same place at that point. The other deciding factor then was just that Varia, that unfortunately you just didn't go to the one place. You checked everything except where Varia was.
My decision making at that point was Megu was saying, okay, I have enough items to go to one Warfare, but only if this is not Ridley. So go ahead and go check the boss. And I went, okay, so I just will skip Maria Beach. Megu will just be behind me and check it if this is not Ridley at Dragons. And I found Ridley at Dragons, so Megu decided to go to one Warfare. And when I went back, I forgot I didn't check that spot. So I was convinced.
Yeah,
I was convinced.
We mentioned it, but didn't check it.
Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. No, it all makes sense. Like, and I mean, this is just what Rando does. Is you made good, solid, logical decisions, and they weren't the right decisions for this seed. But another seed could have put you way ahead.
Yeah. and I was convinced the only spot we didn't check was Shaktool. So I went down to Norfair, then I went back to Shaktool. And when it was under Shaktool, we didn't check Crumbleshaft. So I went down to Norfair at Crumbleshaft, and it wasn't that. And I still didn't think of Meridia Beach. And we didn't check Blue Brainstar nor Billy Mays. And I was like, no, it's impossible to have a suit in early criteria, so it can't be there.
Mhm.
And I was second guessing my decision the more time went on. And when I was down there at Norfair, and I was okay. At this point, I just gonna commit and go to Norfair. I can't remember what item I did check, so let's go there.
And then you remembered.
No, I forgot to farm supers, and I was doing all this farming with power bongs because I didn't go back to check to get screw attack, and I just lost a bunch of time. And I was like, okay, if I continue in Norfair, I just gonna die again and again, like Megu is doing. So I'm gonna go back and get gravity. And when I passed the tube, I was like, oh, I didn't check Maritia Beach. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense why it turned out the way it did then. But I'm really, really happy to see both of you finished, despite the challenges, and gave us a great show. Really, really fun to watch, and I think if you watch the race back, I think you'll have a lot of fun watching it. Before we go, let's just go around the board. Rusty, do you have anything that you would like to end with?
Thanks for the race, guys. We got one more later today.
Yeah.
Pixel?
No,
Yeah, that's about it. I'm looking forward to our 4 o'clock race. I don't know, racing randos has been such a blast for me. It's such a nice change of pace from doing any percent all the time. So this is super fun, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
For sure. Diddy?
I would like to thank Kev and you for the commentary. It's always nice to have a race with commentary. I know when we were doing the Rondo tournament, we have many races that didn't have come. So the fact that all of our races were commented, it's really great. And I would like to really thank you for your time and your commentary.
Oh, thank you. And
a better execution from us. Better performance.
yeah, no, it was so fun to watch. So fun to watch.
Thank you.
All right. Well, with that, I guess we'll sign off here. And thanks, Magoo, Diddy, Rusty, Pixel. Thank you all for racing, putting on such a good show. Thanks, Gwen and Diggy Diggy Dang for doing tracking. That is a crazy job, by the way, with all the 4 runners doing all that tracking. Everybody else in the background, thanks so much. Thanks everybody for watching. And I believe the next rando race for Metroid is at 4, right? Eastern?
Yes. 4
yeah,
Eastern.
and it'll be the same 2 teams, FrencHForCe and Shaktool's Nightmare. So come check that out, and we will see you next mission.
Thank you. See you later.